Welcome to Plymouth Regional High School football. Today's game here at the George Zulius Field in Plymouth has the Plymouth Bobcats playing host to Bow High School. They're both unbeaten and both powers in Division II in New Hampshire high school football. I'm sitting here with Plymouth Bobcat voice Paul Football Ferentz, who'll be bringing you the play-by-play here today on Pemmy Baker TV. Paul, any thoughts on today's game?
I'm excited. This is a repeat of the championship game. I had the pleasure of broadcasting with you at UNH. Plymouth won that at 27-24, something like that. It was an exciting game. We both enjoyed it. And I think Bo's here with a purpose, and it's going to be an interesting matchup. I don't think either team's really been tested today, but it's a beautiful fall afternoon. Both teams are ready. I think everybody's healthy. And it's good to have you back, Tim. It's a pleasure.
Thanks. Nice to be back, feeling good today. And we've got a Bow team that's not only undefeated, but unscored upon. They defeated Belmont Guilford 43-0, Hillsborough Deering 41-0, Pembroke 41-0. Plymouth unbeaten, beating Kingswood 43-0, Kennett 42-14, and Laconia 44-7.
Both teams are fortunate that they haven't really been tested. This is going to let each team know where they're really at today. At the end of this contest, whoever wins, both are going to know what they need to work on, what they need to improve on. The winner's going to have a pretty clear path to the playoffs. The other one's going to have to really get after it and scrape their way into it. But it's Plymouth is home. They love being home. You beat Plymouth at home, you've really accomplished something. So everyone's ready. I think the heat's going to be a factor as well. I hope they're hydrated and that we don't run out of gas. That'd be key.
No question, a beautiful day. Scattered just clouds, but basically sunny, and temperatures probably well into the upper 70s, limited, if any, breeze. So kind of a perfect football day. Plymouth came into the season highly touted. For anyone who follows Max Preps online, they were rated as one of the Fab Five at the beginning of the year. Max Preps features every state in the Fab Five, and Plymouth was rated third. Bedford, Wyndham, Plymouth, Merrimack, and Salem were the five teams that we're focused on. So certainly a lot of excitement and as far as where Plymouth might go this year.
Well, having won that championship game put them there. Had Bo won that game, they'd be in the Fab Five. But those records and those predictions, they're out the window today. Mm-hmm. And both these coaching staffs are well prepared. They've been looking at film and they've been scouting each other. And somebody's going to come up with a mistake-free game that's going to make the difference, I believe.
Yeah, there's a good crowd on hand today. People still filtering in, some along the bank here, and obviously right down in front of us in the bleacher section as well. The captains have gone out to the center of field, so it looks like they're going to have the coin toss here in a second.
We have a little more incentive. This is our homecoming week. And the Bobcat teams have showed up big this whole week. I know that the field hockey team went to Lebanon. Always a tough trip, and they beat them 5-4. Scoring 5 goals is very big in field hockey. So they're getting tuned up. Kudos to Coach Ashley Luffenberg and Coach Kendra Austin doing a terrific job with that young group. They're bringing them along. We had the soccer teams both playing yesterday. The boys, called on account of darkness, won 3-0 against Kennett. And it went into darkness because the girls played a very tough double overtime game, ended in a tie, which is better than a loss, but they both showed a lot of mettle and tough team play. Volleyball team won. They beat Kingswood, a team that was supposed to beat them. So everybody showed up today. And it's I think football wants to put a cap on it. And they're supposed to win this game at home, obviously. And if things go their way, it's going to be should be a fun, exciting game. I'm looking forward.
Well, certainly Division II football in New Hampshire has some really talented teams, several undefeated still at this point. In addition to these two, Wyndham, St. Thomas, Conville, and Hanover have still not been defeated. A little bit of a stunner here last night. Hanover beat Lebanon 38-6. So that was a little bit surprising based on just checking scores this morning.
They're rivals. They're rivals, yeah. And you could flip a coin with a rivalry. I don't care what the records are. But you're right. There's some good talent. I know Milford's supposed to have a good setup this year. And I think any team going to the playoffs is going to earn it this year.
That's true.
Thank you. Please remain standing for our national anthem performed by the Plymouth Regional High School Pep Band under the direction of Mr. William Gunn.
They've been playing here before the start of the game, and now they'll be playing again at halftime. We're getting ready here for the opening kickoff. This is Pemmy Baker TV, and now to the voice of Plymouth Bobcat football, here's Paul Football Ferentz.
That's a terrible nickname. I'm going to go with it for today. Paul Football Ferentz. It's a pleasure to be here. It's quite an honor. I really enjoy this. I love seeing these kids after watching them come in here as freshmen, and they look to get involved, and the coaching staff includes them and keeps them and holds on to them, and they really do a wonderful job, and these kids play hard, and they can have a wonderful career here. Great winning tradition at Plymouth, and you love to see a high school kid have an opportunity at being a champion. And we got some champions on the field today who are looking to repeat, and it looks like we're kicking off. So Danny Carey's going to tee one up. He's been really a strong leg. He played a long game, hard game yesterday. He plays for soccer team as well. He contributes running the middle of the field on offense and defense. He's been putting them right to the end zone, Tim. So I understand that Jeff Beckley's back. He's a old,
Wow, that's a name from the past.
Plymouth Regional High School kicker who went on to play for Boston College with a full scholarship. Stayed with Bicknell and played pro. And he was giving Danny some pointers yesterday.
Wow.
Let's see if that paid off. Right, here we go. Low kick. Up, man receives it. Heads over to the left side. Good speed. Tripped up. A good return. Somewhere around the 30-yard line. So they're off to a good start.
Okay.
They're not in the hole.
Good pursuit by the Plymouth special teams to bring him down around the 30.
You got to get that first hit in. Get the jitters out of the way. These kids are, they're very prideful. They don't want to lose this game at home, and they're going to play their hearts out. And they got that starter in defense out there. Have been playing very well today. Dawson's on the far side. He'll cover anybody. And we do have Isaiah Thomas out there. Good to see him. Isaiah Crane, I mean. Handoff up the middle.
It looks like it might have been it looked like there might have been a loose ball there for a second.
Thought it came loose. He didn't. He just popped it out to the outside. Good gain. Good gain. So they're going to test the line. The line for Bo is all back. They have two tackles who are very experienced. We did lose our linemen, so this is a matchup that I know Coach Sanborn was prepared for because their linemen are very experienced and that they think they're going to try to run the ball.
Looks like about a 2nd and 5 here.
Quick handoff right up the middle, too. He gets caught up pretty quickly. Can't see a red. Garrett Maycumber wrapped him up immediately, but he got a couple yards on this play. So it's going to be 3rd, passing or running down. We'll see what Bo's interested in doing today.
Looks like about 3rd and 2, Paul. So the first big 3rd down play of the game.
Tight offense, nobody out wide. Looks like he's going to run it. And he does. Quick handoff to the deep man. Deep back is right on the line of scrimmage. He gets up to the... Looks like he got the first down. Plowed his way forward. You got to expect that from a team that's playing very confidently, obviously having won 3, not being scored upon. So they Starting to gel as an offense. Third, fourth game into the season, you expect that. Test that Plymouth defense early. They're very good at making adjustments. We saw that against Laconia. First down for Bo. About the 42-yard line. Pitch outside, he's coming wide. Another good gain. Taken down by Isaiah Crane.
Looked like a 4-yard gain on that, Paul.
Yeah,
about 2nd and 6.
Another 4 or 5 yard gain, yep. So they're obviously going to run the ball until somebody stops them, tells them they can't. And we know their quarterback has a very good arm. He can throw the ball. He's missing his biggest receiver from last year, Alfred, who was a tight end, all-state tight end, I believe. So 2nd down, here we go. He is going to go back to pass. He's setting up now. He's scrambling. He's going to run it himself, and he runs out of bounds. Very wise move. Did not get the first down. Came close, but was chased out of bounds. It looked like Isaiah was there, and Owen Brickley came up quickly. So Bo's looking, they're willing to mix it up. Quarterback's pretty mobile, so they have some options.
It's close here. It looks like they're going to maybe do a measurement.
Yep, they're calling him out.
It looks like it's a foot either way. Really close.
All the way over to the other sideline, exactly where he stepped out.
Doing that measurement right in front of the Plymouth team.
Length of the ball, or maybe close to a yard. 1 yard short, so Bo has some options here. They've got to be feeling confident on the 50-yard line. It's a 2-down territory. They don't get on 3rd, go for it on 4th.
You know, it's the place where they could surprise you and throw the ball.
Exactly, and that makes the a little more difficult for the defense here, but they got a running game that's established already. Plymouth is going to stiffen up here. Nolan Farina, the captain's out there. Looks like deep safety. They're all coming up as quick as they can, though, to stop this run game. You got Wes Lambert in there, I think, a middle linebacker. Dawson's on the far side. Isaiah Crane. Here we go. 3rd down and about a yard. Quick handoff to deep man. He plows in there.
And he didn't get much.
Fumble on the play. I think they called a fumble.
Yeah. He lost a yard or two, maybe 2 yards on
the
that.
Ball got popped out, but they recovered. And they jumped on it. It looks like they're going to send the punt team out here,
Yeah.
Tim.
Yeah, with a 2-yard loss, a wise decision.
I'm not going to take a chance. Or not. We'll see. Right around the 50. Probably lucky they recovered that.
They're going to go. It looks like, unless they shift here.
Well, they got 4 wide receivers out there. 2 in the slot, 2 wide. Quarterback loads a quick punt, quick kick. Plymouth is going to get away from it and takes a very good bounce for Bo, and it puts it down inside the 20. So not a bad series for Bo. They didn't put Plymouth deep in their own territory, but now we get to see the Plymouth offense. I'm interested to see how Bo defense is going to respond to this. They have 4 or 5 weapons, and of course they're going to have to key on Garrett Maycomber, Gatorade Player of the Year with 2,300 yards. And if you don't watch him, he'll bust him. He'll bust you up the middle all day.
Certainly, Plymouth's offense is a great more dimensional than last year from the state championship game.
Absolutely, I believe so. We got a wide out right here now. Tony Velez out very wide. Man in motion. It's up the middle to Maycomber, but for no gain. Well, they're keying on him early, but again, that line, those tackles are back from last year, and they look there's some big boys down there in that line, and that's Bo's strength right now.
You notice they came out and spread the offense a little bit, Paul, so we might see a little bit more of that.
Open the field up for our offense a little wide and get the counter play with McGowan or Nolan or Owen. They do have a lot of options. You got to be the right play call here. Dawson's out wide on this side. He's man to man. Another guy in motion. Handoff quickly. Coming around, cuts it up the middle. And there he goes. He's breaking away. He's wide open. He is running away from them all. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown. Second play on offense for Plymouth.
Great run. Great play.
Is that McGowan or Nolan Farina?
I'm trying to tell. Couldn't read that number.
26?
20. Was it 20?
Isaiah Crane, no.
No?
Number 20 on that play? We'll hear from the announcer out there.
Farina.
Boy, Farina. I said it last week. I couldn't be happier for that young man. True student athlete. He said what was said earlier. You have to have the will to win today.
Looks like there's a penalty or motion or something here on the extra point.
The thing about Nolan, nobody saw him last year. And they might have seen film this year, and he certainly scored his share of touchdowns already, but nothing they saw last year. And again, he's another dimension to that offense, Tim, that gives them so many different options.
You know, there was a penalty on that's moved the ball actually inside to close to the 1 yard line, and it looks like Plymouth may opt to try to go for a 2-point conversion here.
Not a bad idea. Ben Olmstead's out there. You got to get 2 yards anyway. Kobe Moore's out there. He can be lead blocker. He's very tough.
This would be huge to put Bo in a hole 8-0 really early in this game.
Of course, you got Maycomber right there behind you. Right off center, and there it is, a quick handoff to Maycomber. They got him, but he's going to plow his way in with the leg moving.
He's in.
And he's going to get the 2-point conversion.
Just got in.
He's got the will. He's got the drive. That's a good start for the Plymouth offense.
You know, they've got so many weapons offensively. I think, you know, Bo's going to be challenged to try to figure out who to stop and how to stop Plymouth's offense.
And they've been spreading the wealth, so there's really, you know, the good news is they're all going to, these offensive running backs are going to get a rest all year because they'll each carry maybe 10 times. Garrett carried about 30 times a game last year. Now they don't have to do that. Number 52 is on the field. 54, that's Patrick Mom. Patrick Mom has been recovering from a shoulder injury. I know that. He has some special shoulder pads on there. He's tough, very tough on the line. You gotta make sure he's okay. Boy, he'll be disappointed if he can't finish this game. He's been sitting out for weeks.
So we're going to get a chance to see Danny Carey boot another kickoff. He's had a great year so far, been very successful on his extra points. Didn't get a chance that time with that penalty. Plymouth went for the 2 points and was successful. But he's teeing it up now.
Hasn't attempted a field goal yet. Who knows if they'll even need one. But special teams has been a strength. They haven't given up any breakaways. Danny puts him down inside the 10. It's a big kick, and again, not the loft. The up man takes it, and he's coming right up to the 20, 25, going down the sideline, cuts it up to the 30, and he gets a really good push up over the 35-yard line. So Bo, again, starts off in a very good offensive position. 8-0. Plymouth at home. Started off their offensive series with a touchdown. I think there's 7:40 in the clock. Hard to see with the glare on that scoreboard.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Bo tries to open that up a little bit because they've seen what Plymouth's offense can do in that first series.
That might be another quick handoff up the middle, and that didn't work. Somebody broke through that line right there very quickly. Is that Isaiah on that side? Is Connor McGowan or Nolan Farina. Nolan Farina on the tackle. Or number 26. They're both similar athletes. They're built the same. They run the same. And that was Connor McGowan from his outside linebacking position. Came up very quickly to stuff number 44 for a 2-yard loss. So second and 11, 12. There's a pass to the flats out on the outside. Good gain. Caught from behind. So Bo may start to open it up, Tim.
Yeah,
I mean, they feel a little anxious already having given up that immediate touchdown. That's a good gain right there from back in the hole. 3rd and 3 or 4 now.
3rd down, 3.
Early in the game, but this is an important 3rd down conversion here for Bo.
I would say so. Got to establish an offensive rhythm. Hand off to number 44. He does break through and leaps forward for a good gain. They're going to move the chains on this one.
More on the tackle.
Colby Moore in there on the tackle.
First down, Bo.
Stevie Schutz coming in. Going to give Jacob Lamb a break. A little more beef on the front line. First down for Bo. They're out around near the 50. Quick handoff to 44 again. He's been a workhorse so far. And did he... I didn't see that.
I don't know what happened there. It looked like he was totally stopped, and then
Took my eyes off it to
he
look
took
at the
off
number.
again. So I'm not sure what happened on that play, but he ended up getting a first down and a lot of yardage.
You got to play the whistle.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
no whistle apparently. So he kept his feet moving, kept alive, and moved the chains. So they're finding a little offensive rhythm now.
Yeah, they're down at the Plymouth 35-yard line, first down.
It's Jack Corvo. He's running linebacker and he's running back. Senior. They got about 12, 14 seniors on the both side, as Plymouth does. So first down. Right on the 35-yard line. Quick handoff there, but he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a 1-yard gain.
Hammond on the carry.
Gang tackled right there for a yard gain. 2nd and 9.
So it's a big series for Bo. It really would be important for them to punch it in here.
Well, if they're going to keep pace, because I don't know, as you said earlier, if they have an answer for this offense, Plymouth hasn't, they got to make their adjustments. So we got a lot of receivers out wide at both sides. Quarterback is looking. He's back and he throws it down right across the middle. Good tackle by Owen Brickley.
There, look. Oh.
Ball came loose, but it was not a fumble. He was down.
Okay.
Looks like it's going to be right on the stick. They're calling for a first down, maybe? Yeah, they're calling for a first down. They're going to move these chains right now. Very good play, good throw. Guy was wide open. Owen's right on him. Guy held on to it. So they're moving the ball now, and like you said, it'd be important for them.
Down to the 25.
Get some points on the board this first quarter. It's back again to pass. He sees he goes out wide, and that was a little high. Owen Brickley was right on him.
Pass intended for Whitson.
If he held on, it would have been much of a gain anyway.
You notice they are opening it up, Paul. They've gone to the air the last couple of plays. Spread it out some.
2nd down, you got to hold on to that ball. You're going to make that difference. I think we match up speed-wise with our defenders out there. It's just a matter of the quarterback's getting more time than he should. Then you don't want to give him this much time. Quick up the middle, handoff to 44. Another good gain. He doesn't go down easy.
They had him stopped initially, and then he kind of duked that tackle and got it 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, he keeps his feet moving. He's tough. He's another senior. He still has a bitter taste from last year's championship game, and he wants to make amends. They're down to the 20-yard line. 3rd down. This is 4th down territory. I don't know if they have anybody who needs to kick. They certainly haven't used them if there is.
It looks like it's about 5 yards. 3rd and 5.
2 wide outs. Going to have a timeout called by Bo. They want to make sure they know what they're doing here. Did not like the matchup, apparently, so Plymouth defense is going to come over and get some instruction, get a little water, and Bo's going to try to come up with a plan that keeps this drive alive. And it is 4 down territory. I don't think they're going to be wanting to kick. I don't even know if they have a kicker. They haven't probably used one this year.
The one thing, Plymouth's offense has that ability to break that big play from anywhere on the field, whether by the run or by the pass from what we've seen this year. At least so far, I haven't seen that as much from Bo. They are moving the ball. It's been short passes or short runs, but obviously they've been getting 5 or 6 or 8 yards at a crack when they've done it. So this is a big play. they have about 5 yards to go to get their first down.
Keep the drive alive. Quarterback's been getting the time he needs, so that's something else they got to work on. You got to get to him and get him scrambling. They did earlier on one play. Here we go. Third down. Long 5, 6 yards maybe. Man in motion. We're following him. He's right there to 41.
Oh, great
Did
stick.
not fool anyone. What a stuff right there. Gang tackled. Again, McGowan came right up. Jacob Lamb right there.
Huge play there, huge stop. It's going to be 4th and 5.
Stephen Shute right in the middle, held his ground. And I think there got to be Hickson in there. He's just a captain, and he's just like a tree trunk. And he just holds his own. He's very, very tough. You can't move him out of the way. And he's really an anchor on that offensive line and defensive line as well. Big play here, 4th down. They're going for it. Quarterback's back. He's got the time, right? Same play that for Brick. Right over the middle. And that's a big gain.
They've had success going to that pass over the middle. That receiver has been open, and they've been picking up 8, 10, 12 yards on that play.
Brickley's going with him, but he's wide open.
Yep.
He's right there to get him afterwards, but that's a big gain. Now they're knocking on the door. Right at the, 1 or 2 yard line?
Yeah.
This
Goal
looks
to go.
like number 44 is called, maybe 41. Probably going to want to punch this in. That front line for Bo is formidable. And that's what Coach Sanborn was talking about. They're all back from last year. Quick pitch.
Oh, great
Go
play.
anywhere.
Great play.
That's Garrett Maycomber from his defensive end position. He must have known what the play call was. He was right there. Drops him for a loss, a big loss, actually. 4 or 5 yards. Garrett doesn't run the ball a lot. He likes to hit people on defense, I think. So he wants to be in the middle of the action no matter what's going on. He's getting a lot of offensive help, and he's missing that. But that was a big key play right there. 2nd down now. They're going to make it tough on Bo.
I think you'll see him going in the air here.
He is back to pass on a quick drop. Too easy.
Wide open.
Right across on the slant. Threw that right into Mark Borjak Jr., another senior on the field. Was there a flag?
It looks like there's a
Looks like a flag on the far side. Offsides on Bo. There's a gift. That ball's going to come back, Tim.
Wow.
With another 5 yards tacked on. Well, it's something Plymouth has to think about. Those plays are open.
That play over the middle has been
Quarterback's
open every
accurate,
time.
and he's getting the time to throw, and these kids are holding on to the ball. And that was legit. I don't see why he wouldn't run that play again. But they move it back now. They're just outside the 10-yard line with Maycomber, Garrett stuffing them on that run. And now the 5-yard penalty. You have two good teams, the penalties could be a factor.
Yes, that's a killer because they were in conversion of tying the game up and had moved the ball well down the field to convert it a 4th down. So that's a tough break for Bo. Let's see if Plymouth can take advantage of it with a good defensive stand here.
Well, Bo's figured out they don't have to run the ball. They can. But now that passing play, that quick step back, quick slants, these kids are holding on. That could be real trouble for Plymouth defense.
Can't tell how much time is left in the first quarter. The Suns hit that clock really. Two something.
2:23 maybe.
Yeah, it's been an exciting first period.
2:23. Plymouth still up 8-0. Bo's knocking on the door. They got thrown for a loss by Garrett Maycomber, and then they had a 5-yard penalty. So they're just outside the 10-yard line. And it's going to be a 2nd down. Coming out of a timeout, so this is going to be something they want to execute.
If they go to that pass over the middle again, sometimes you can go to it once too often.
He's dropping back again, turns around. It's a little screen out to the right, but Maycomber's there, misses him. But we got some help. It looked like Stevie Shute came out, tracked him down. That's a big stop right there. I don't see a gain on that at all, maybe a half a yard. Good deception play. He turned and faked. I thought he was going to the left side. set up nicely, and Garrett had him early and held on long enough for Stevie Shute to finish him off for no gain. So now we're looking at 3rd down and goal, just outside the 10. You got to think it's going to be past him.
Yeah, I would agree.
You got the wideouts are out there now.
Gotta watch
44 in the
again.
backfield. Yeah, he's going to pass. There it is. Held on to it, but it's not in the end zone, so it's 4th down now. And again, we'll find out if they have a kicker or if they're going to roll the dice.
You know, on that play, the Plymouth defender, and I couldn't tell who it was a step or two away from stepping in front of that. He was waiting for it, but didn't quite get there.
Now, we'll work on that. Those are the kind of adjustments both sides will make. But that's an adjustment. When they see the setup and the formation, these guys will figure it out. And if you got somebody behind him, well, you might take that gamble. Big play here. 4th down on the 4-yard line. Too wide. He's going to do it across the middle again. Can't find anybody. Now he's scrambling. Looks in the end zone deep. Busted play. Came all the way back in the end zone from the deep end. Matt Nichols, Jr. held on. He had all that extra time. You can't cover him for that long, and it's going to be key is that he can get to that quarterback or not. So they're on the board.
Yeah.
Big 6, and they worked for that.
Yeah, they had it didn't come easy.
No, it didn't come easy, and Plymouth did what they could defensively. Put him back outside the 11. That's a big play for Bo. This quarterback's pretty cool under pressure. Even when they get to him, he's scrambled. That was an excellent broken play that resulted in a big 6-point gain. And they're going for 2. And there's a penalty on this play. Delay a game? I'm not sure what the call was.
I think they called delay a game on both.
Delay a game. So they're back now. They got to take it in from what, the 7, 8-yard line? Jacob Lamb is coming in. Cam McDonald's coming out. Here comes Captain Nolan Farina. He's on the field. And they're sticking with the 2-point conversion here. Big play. See if Plymouth can hold on to this. And he's going to pass again. He's rolling out to his right. Looking deep. He's not going to get it. You got a man on him. Now he hoses it in there. It's anybody's. We had him back there. Didn't hold on. Quarterback shook him off and put one up there, but there were 6 or 8 receivers down there, half of them Plymouth, and he threw it out of the back of the end zone. So no 2-point conversion. Plymouth leads 8-6. We're under a minute, I believe. 40-something seconds.
40-something seconds, I believe. Yep, 44 seconds.
Under a minute. So well played first quarter by both sides, and obviously these are the 2 best teams they've seen each year for each team. And Plymouth's going to have to respond, and they love responding.
Well, Plymouth made some key plays in that drive, but just fell one short at the end there, but did hold the conversion. So they still have the 8-6 lead, and they'll get the ball again and put the offense back on the field. And certainly the offense has shown they can move the ball.
You got Brickley back, and Nolan Farina back deep, and Jordan Dosen back deep, 3 across the back. We'll see where this kicker puts it if he can.
I think you'd just as soon not kick it to any of them.
No, we love our special teams return, men. Just got to hold on to it and take off. Good kick, kind of deep, going to Dosen. He comes around the back to get it from the 2-yard line. Looking up the middle. Now he's going to break out to the side.
Looks good. It looks good on the
down
side.
He can't catch him if he keeps going. Here he is.
Here it goes again. He's going
all the way down the sideline for a quick. We talk about getting it back right away. Jordan Dosen goes the distance on the kickoff return. A great wall set up for him. He started going down the middle, broke it out to his left, and he's got wheels. He is a great athlete. Got wheels and hard to match up.
Paul, why would you kick to any one of those 3 deep guys?
Well, you don't know who they are yet.
Well, we do.
Well,
And I would think that, I would be very surprised if Bo didn't do short.
they might have to start
Kicks.
squibbing it. And
Yeah,
they might have
squibbing
to-
it.
What a great return. That was just fantastic. Danny Carey with the kick. Up and good. I don't think he's missed one this year. You talk about getting it back right away. That took all of 20 seconds.
And that's the big difference right now is Plymouth can strike from anywhere, and they can strike in a matter of seconds. I mean, Bo had a wonderful drive and milked the clock to some extent, but it took them a good part of that first quarter to score. Plymouth's offense is so varied and so explosive that, again, you can have the ball deep in your own territory, and in one play, they're gone.
Well, like you said, they're probably not going to kick it to Jordan. They're going to maybe go to Brickley on his side, maybe to Nolan, who's already burned him once. But that's to Plymouth's credit. They're organized. They know what they're doing. They have a good system on returns. They love setting up that wall. They've done it for years with various running backs. And Jordan Dosen is just another one in the mix who, 80-something yards? 90?
And you think from last year's state championship game, they had dose after dose of Garrett McCumber.
Exactly.
And
every team is still keen on him.
Yeah, and obviously that's what they were expecting to some extent.
He's going to get a well-deserved rest on offense and be healthy for the playoffs, and he can carry it 30 times if you need him. But so can Dosen when you need him. Garrett has great support with McGowan and Nolan Farina and Owen Brickley. So Danny Carey gets to kick off again. Got to get a little air under this one. See if we hold them inside their own 20 this time. He squibbed it. Not a good kick at all. He missed it. And that's going to be a penalty. Back him up 5 more yards and see if he can get something going. Well, it gives Bo another opportunity for good field position.
I believe they can take the ball at the 35. I think that's what they just said.
Good move. Smart for them. That's good field position right there. Plymouth defense got their work cut out for them right now. They want to see if they can hold these guys 3 and out or maybe 6 and out.
I think Bo realizes they've got to open up their offense because it appears we're going to be in a scoring game today, at least at this point.
Quarterback is in a shotgun position for the first time, right over the middle, but he was looking over his shoulder, and he got teed off right there. Tony Velez came across and cleaned him out. Didn't hold on to the ball. First time we saw the shotgun. They may be having to go to the pass. They're going to commit, even though they got a decent running game. Good defense by Tony Velez. Oh, no, that was Colby Moore. I'm sorry. Number 19, Colby Moore. Hits you like a truck. Back again. Going to go long, and the guy was right on it, but that ball was thrown away. He got hit.
There's a flag on the far side of the field. We might have a
hold out there on defense?
Yeah, possibly, or something. Down over near the 50-yard line on the far side of the field.
Yeah, I made a mistake. Anthony Velez is number 14, also a defender. That was Colby Moore. Came across the middle on that last play for that receiver. And he's going to remember number 19 because he hits him hard. But we're going to get a break here for maybe Bo if this was pass interference.
Oh, it appears that might be offsetting penalties. They pointed both ways.
A push on one side.
Yeah. So
it's a do-over.
Yep.
Second down right here, 10 to go. They're on the 35. Placed there after the kickoff went out of bounds. Something Danny Carey did not mean to do on purpose, I'm quite sure. Quarterback's in from the sideline with another play. We saw him in a shotgun position earlier. It looks like he's going to stick with it. They're going to have a passing game today. Try and get some points back. Here it is. The line is in on him. Jacob Lamb was right there. Quarterback did not have all that time. Garrett Maycomber on him and Jacob Lamb. The kid was wide open, 41, up near the 50. He could have been gone, in and out of his hands. Defenders were not within 5 feet. It didn't look like it. But it's good to see that Bobcats are in on defense. They're going to pressure this quarterback. Now that they know he's going to set up that way and pass, they're going to come hard and not look for the run.
Yeah, they've come out with the spread formation the last several plays. And as I said, it looks like they're going to the pass.
Third down. Now he's over center. 41 is back with 44. He is dropping back anyway. And we got him on a hold right there. He's got him right there, but no. Nice pass. He's going to get the first down and then some. Boy, they cut that one close. Looked like a broken play. Kept their cool. This quarterback stays pretty cool. Jack Wixon, I think he had the earlier big catch, if not the touchdown. So that was very fortunate for them. It was third down deep in their own territory. End up getting a big first down.
So I believe that's the end of the possible period. Both teams have gone to the sideline because
right, so that's why they're changing where they are. They're going to be going this way. So that was a big passing play from the 35 out to the 50. Keeps Bo's drive alive. But defense is starting to figure it out. They're starting to see what they're trying to do, and the defense is getting in there on them. Maycomber was right there, as Jacob Lamb was. It's only a matter of time before they can really contain him and start taking him down.
At least at this point, what I haven't seen from Bo's offense is that breakaway speed in the running attack, like Plymouth possesses, at least so far. You know, you just never know with Plymouth who's going to take that ball and they can break any of those plays.
It's a real luxury.
Yeah.
Bo
really has to. They're going pretty much the passing game at this point.
I'm sure they got some speedy kids. Their receivers have been wide open, but again, we haven't seen that breakaway yet. Here we go in the second quarter. It's 15-6. Bo got a big first down just then, and they're at the Plymouth 50-yard line. And they're heading in, and hopefully, how much time we have?
We just
12
started.
minutes, of course.
Just started the second quarter.
So let's see what they're going to do. They got a couple wide. They got a slot man and a wide out. Quick handoff there. Drops the ball, puts it on the...
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Bo.
Wow, that was lucky. Bo was right there. Kid turned around. Somebody jumped on it. So, again, the Plymouth defense is starting to get a little more aggressive. They know what they're doing. Cam McDonald's coming in. Seth Sawyer's coming out. Good substitutions by this coaching staff. These kids are going to stay hydrated. They're going to stay rested, and they just keep moving them in and out. Big second down, 11, 12 yards. Back to 40, 48-ish. Quarterback under center. Quick handoff. He's looking to go up the middle. Not going anywhere. Stacked up by a number of Bobcats right there. Last off the pile looks like Jacob Lamb. Cam McDonald coming out.
So they got third and long
Dylan Hickson going in. Anchor on that line right there with number 52, Seth Sawyer, and Jacob Lamb. Looks like we're going with like 4 linebackers. Or Garrett Maycomber coming up to the line of scrimmage and we think he's going to pass, and we're right after him. And there it is at the line of scrimmage. Got to hold on to him. He's driving him. I think that was Colby Moore. Wouldn't let him out.
The big defensive stop, Paul.
Ran him right out of the sideline to his own bench. Big stop. You're right. Big stop. Colby's right on it. They're starting to, again, key on what they think they're going to do. Tony Velez, number 14, now is deep. They're thinking they're going to be a quick kick here. Fourth down at the 50.
The last time they did that quick kick
they're not set up for a punt. He's right here.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing.
Boy, that's crazy.
Quick kick. So they're just going to let it go.
And he gets a big 10-yard, 15-yard roll for Bo. Good for them. Good play. They're down at the 5. Now we get to see like a 85, 90-yard run by the Plymouth guy. That'd be fun.
That's pretty scary when you're in defense.
Don't think it's not going to happen. Watch.
It has to be scary in defense because you know they can break that play just like that.
Oh, my goodness.
But that's a good defensive stand by the Bobcats. They seem to be figuring out the Bo offense last series or two.
And they're hitting them. Bo put the ball on the ground. The receiver didn't hold on to that when Kobe cleaned him out. And they're lucky they recovered their own fumble. So here we are on our own 5-yard line.
Might see Garrett McCumber.
Dawson's out wide, man-to-man. Thomas Rolla's got him, another sophomore. And they're looking for a little quick pitch to that side. There goes Nolan Farina going out wide, going down the sideline. I guess he just stepped out. Looks like he got the first down, though. Boy, it's anything. When he gets his hands on the ball, he could just keep going.
I mean, just like that, 10 yards.
10 yards right away. Dawson cleared him out. You got to watch him. He had that sophomore from Laconia try to go man-to-man on him. Now he's got another sophomore on him.
And I'm sure the last thing Bo ever expected was a pass on that play.
Right, little, almost like a quick pitch. Dawson's out wide again. 1st and 10. Man in motion right there. They give it to him. It's Owen Brickley cutting it upfield. He's going to go wide. He's got an opening going down the sideline. He's cutting back, and he goes down, but what a great gain. Up to the 50-yard line, close to it. Some good blocking out there. Again, how many weapons can you watch at once?
It was
Great play.
It almost was stunning that he only got 40 yards on that.
Great play by Owen Brickley. Held on to the ball. Boy, that offense is formidable. I didn't think Bo had an answer for him, and so far they haven't shown me they could stop anybody. Every one of these offensive plays. Dawson's out wide again. Garrett Maycomber in the backfield. I don't think he's carried more than once today. Got a man in motion. That's Farina. It's a counter. It's going off to the right. Again, is that to Brickley? Fighting for yardage.
And he may have another first down. He's close.
Going to move the chains again. Great gain. You got Farina in motion. You got Dawson out wide. You got Garrett Maycomber in the middle. Try to watch somebody. Owen Brickley, another good gain. Kobe Moore in the backfield now. Very hard runner. More in the slot. There's Nolan Farina in motion. We're going to pass this time. Ben throws it right out there to Nolan Farina. Good tackle by the Bo defender, 41. Otherwise, he has some clear field ahead of him.
Paul, I didn't see anyone downfield after that. If he hadn't been stopped there, I think he was in. That's pretty open field.
Well executed play. Was that to Kobe or was that to Nolan?
I thought that was Nolan. But they're giving so many looks to Bo. It's like, what do they prepare for? What do they stop?
You can't now. Again, Dawson out wide. They got number 22 on him now. They got the kid off him. They got the senior on him now. Ben, back, quick handoff up the middle. He's going to get some yards. Keep moving the feet.
Was that McCumber on that?
Couldn't tell. All piled up. 3rd down and 2. 34-yard line of Bo. The defense out there has not figured out the Plymouth offense yet. Dawson's out wide again. Brickley in the background, in the backfield. Quick handoff to Maycomber. He's bouncing outside. Looks like Maycomber. Stiff arming. No, it isn't. It's McGowan.
We got a flag on the play.
Connor McGowan. I don't know what that could have been. Maybe a face mask or something?
I wondered if it...
Maybe a holding on Plymouth?
I'm guessing it's a personal foul against Bo, I believe.
It is. They're going to march one off here.
So that's going to put him down inside the 20.
Big 15-yarder.
Yeah.
Defense cannot allow that. When you have two talented teams, Tim, we said that. Penalties are going to hurt you. Turnovers, you put the ball on the ground, is going to hurt you. And that is a tough spot for Bo to put themselves in now. They're down around the 16-yard line. 1st down. Dawson out wide again. You got to pay attention out there. Brickley and make right to Brickley. What a play. Quick counter. The hole opened up. Burst forward. just outside the 5, somewhere around the 6-yard line, 7-yard line. Second down, they're knocking on the door. They are a formidable offensive group here. Ben Olmsted coming in with a play. He could call anything he wants, couldn't he?
Second down and 2.
It's just so hard to defend because they come at you in so many different ways with so many different people.
Brickley's back there. McGowan's back there. Quick handoff to Brickley, cuts it up middle.
Nice play.
He goes fighting for yards.
He's close.
Wow. Got to be inside the 1-yard line.
Paul, this is a clinic.
Good cutback, juked the guy,
Brickley on the carry.
held on. It's first down because it was 3rd and 2, wasn't it? 2nd and 2?
First and goal.
Yeah, he's down
First and
on
goal.
the 1-yard line.
First and goal.
He just missed getting it in.
Dawson's out now. This is going to be a power play now. I like number 48 in these situations myself. Let's see what they do here. See if they can stop this guy. Bricks in motion.
Ooh.
Fumble. Somebody put it on the ground?
I think they recovered it. It looked like a quarterback was trying to take it in.
Recovered by Plymouth.
Yeah, they actually got it down within a foot. But, yeah, the ball came loose.
Slight gain.
Yeah.
Slight
They
gain.
didn't gain yardage when they
They're
fumbled.
lucky. You lose a ball down there, that could
That could have been a planned play.
quarterback
With
puts
their
it on the
offense.
ground. Yeah.
Yes.
Here we go now. Handoff quickly,
Oh,
walks
rookie,
it in,
untouched,
standing
untouched.
up. Garrett Maycomber walks it in. It's probably only a 2nd carry today.
This has to be frustrating for Bo because they came in here spirits high and they came back and got an evening touchdown or came within 2 points of that good drive they had that killed a lot of the clock. And just Plymouth has just stuck it to them since.
I couldn't figure how they were going to stop this offense, so it's just almost twice as good as it was last year.
Yeah.
I mean, and improving. These kids have all matured a whole year. We got another kick here by Danny Carey.
We got movement.
Somebody jumped.
We got movement. This may be on Plymouth. They
So they're going to move it back. Danny gets to practice from a few yards back. Nolan Farina is going to hold.
Ooh.
Terrible. Blocked. The center never got it back there. He rolled it back.
Rolled it back. So it's 21-6.
Nolan could have set it up. So we're 21-6. Plymouth with 5 minutes and 18 seconds or 13 seconds, something like that in this second quarter.
So you better believe that I think when Bo gets this kickoff, that they just got to open it up. They got to make up 2 touchdowns quickly. I'm sure they'll like to get one on the board before the half. I think they received the opening kickoff, so Plymouth should receive the second half kick. So they really are under the gun here to get some points before the half.
Again, Plymouth defense makes those adjustments. Bo had the running game. They were 41, 44. They were moving the chains. But again, you know,
but it's taking
you get a little
them,
nervous on the sideline. You wonder how we're going to catch up to these guys. We can't stop them. But they'd be wise to plug away, keep the ball moving, kill the clock, keep the ball out of Plymouth's offensive hands.
That's a good point because
they
when
can
Plymouth
run the ball.
Yeah, and when Plymouth gets the ball, they move it so quickly that.
Boy, I'll say. 21-6 right now. Danny's going to go deep, hopefully. Better than last time. Again, out of bounds. The 10-yard line, they're going to probably take it at the 35. Danny's not on. Yep, Bo's, we're not going to re-kick that. We'll just take it at 35, which is good. Excellent field position, actually. You think about it. So Danny's off. It must have been those tips he got from Jeff Beckley. Jeff is here. I know he's enjoying himself. Great seeing him. Terrific young man. Great memories, great stories. He's one of the best athletes ever out of Plymouth Regional High School. Terrific athlete. And he's going to go back to pass. Again, the defense is there. He's getting away from him. He's taking off. Teed off on Kobe Moore. The fans are happy about that from Bo. That's okay. Kobe loves to mix it up. You get him riled up, you see what happens. Good gain, scrambling quarterback. That's not going to do it for you, though. Not the offensive play they called. We know that. 2nd and 5.
Second down and 5. From the 40.
Rolling out.
The ball's loose.
Pitched it back. I don't know who got it. Did Plymouth receive? Did you get that? My goodness, the defense, they just came at you hard. A terrible pitch on that option play. 2 defenders right there for Plymouth. I don't know who picked it up.
Well, I think Plymouth is forcing Bo now into mistakes because Bo's trying to bounce back here being 15 points down. And
Plymouth is going to come hard. They know what you're trying to do.
From Bo's 29.
Couldn't hear the announcement as to who recovered that, but good play, good for them. Probably Garrett Maycomber. First down for Plymouth. At the 30-yard line, 29-yard line. Quick handoff to Nolan Farina. He gets a couple yards, he gets pushed back. Ben Olmsted going to come over and get some more instruction from the sideline. Coach Sanborn calling a terrific game today. Of course, he has that many options to choose from.
yeah, he's got so many people he can go to.
Connor McGowan's coming out.
And whether he goes on the ground or in the air.
Second down and 7.
Wesley Lambert's in there. That's the Garrett Maycomber. He rumbles for an easy 4 or 5. He'll grind the clock down for you.
Yeah. So I got about a 3rd and 2 here, Paul.
From where, the 21?
Yeah, and they're running that clock down as well with this.
We're just under 4 minutes. Yep, 3:59 right now. Plymouth, again, they could strike in seconds anyway, so. Quick handoff to Maycomber. He rumbles, carries 3 or 4 guys.
How do you as a
Another 4 yards.
How do you as a defense, one play you're trying to deal with someone like Berkeley or Farina who are so quick and shifty, and then the next play you got to deal with McCumber who's just plowing through 8 guys at once.
Yeah, you won't get him down one-on-one. He's really, he just carries 4 guys 4 yards. So he's out now, and I think Connor McGowan's back in. We're down around the 11-yard line. Another first down. Dawson's out wide. It's going to be man-to-man on him. Nolan Farina in the backfield. Some kind of illegal motion, perhaps. That's going to cost you 5. It's a break for Bo. You don't want to start getting these silly fouls and these silly penalties. Stop a good offensive flow. All right, let's reboot. Ben Olmsted is going to come in, figure this one out. You got Nolan Farina out there. Dawson out wide again. Hand off to Nolan Farina, cuts it up the middle. He may have gotten back the 5 we lost on the penalty. Close to it, picked up 4. Nolan's coming out, a little problem with the helmet, it looks like. Ben Olmsted back in with the play. 12-yard line, second down. Dawson's out wide. Ben's looking for him. He throws it deep to that corner. Dawson comes back.
Oh, beautiful.
He can't stay with him.
Beautiful pass.
Sebastian Bolio is just a sophomore. Physically outmatched. Well-timed, well-thrown ball. Jordan had to turn around and come back for it, but he was the only one who's going to catch it anyway. That's 2 touchdowns for him today. Nice call.
So it puts it up to 27-6, Paul.
2:40-something to play in this second quarter. I think the Union leader had Bo 21-19. They're a little off. Danny, there's the kick, there's the snap, and there's the hold, and it all works. 28-6. 28-6. Well,
are you surprised, Paul, at the score at this point?
personally,
How the game's gone?
I'd said they'd win by 20.
Really? Okay.
I don't like to say that. I said that to the kids. I said you're going to win by 3 scores, which is 18 points. But I said you're going to win by, you should beat them by 20.
I'm sure no one in Bo thought that.
Well, nobody in Union Leader did either.
Thought that. Oh.
Love those guys. And it's always, I think it's a great incentive if the kids know that. I don't know if they bother looking at that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But any coach uses that to advantage. Nobody thinks you're going to win this, boys.
Yeah.
They got you a loser at your home field for homecoming. Mm-hmm. Are you kidding me?
With the tradition this program's had as a defending state champ.
And well, they got that target on their back now for sure. Well, we're not out of this yet. It's only halftime in another 2 minutes. Danny's got a. Is that Danny kicking? Yeah, he's eventually got to put one back there. A little better. That's fielded by number 15. He's at the 20, looking to go up the sideline. Doesn't get too far. He gains a couple yards and gets tackled. Special teams are pretty good for Plymouth. So Bo takes over. 2 minutes and 40 seconds, I think, before the half. I don't know what their mindset is right now, what they're going to try and do. They just let a big fumble and a loss on a play. They're at the 20, their own 29. You want to throw 3 deep and quick kick them, or I don't know what you want to try. We don't want to give the ball back to Plymouth.
No.
I would not give it back to Plymouth, so they should grind it out, maybe move the chains once and let the clock finish it up.
But as you speak, they're lining 4 guys out to this side.
Here we go. Here we go. They're going for something here. Cross over the middle. Again, the defense is not giving the number 7 that kind of time. Matt Harkins. Jacob Lamb was right in there on him, and that was not an accurate pass. The man was open.
Yeah, that was the first time I've seen that formation from them with the 4 receivers on this side. Almost like a diamond formation.
Yeah, I don't know what they didn't trick anybody. The receivers have been open. Now they got to start holding on to it. Again, he's back in the shotgun position. He's going long down the middle. That ball's way too long. 2 defenders were right there. Kid's got a good arm, but 10 yards over his head.
If they have another incompletion or don't get this first down,
third down.
It's going to give Plymouth the ball again with still time left on the clock.
Yeah, not a good move. Not a good move. So third down, still over 2 minutes left, and again we see how quickly Plymouth could strike. Probably do it off a punt return. Again with the 4 outside over here. Shotgun position. Matt Harkins is back, and he's being chased.
He doesn't have.
He has to throw it away. Gets knocked down. Oh!
Jeez.
It looked like he threw a late flag. It could have been a late hit. That's a silly call.
But he pointed.
Hate to say it.
I don't know who he called that on. Was that intentional grounding?
Was that?
Because he pointed towards Bo.
I think you're right. You're right. Nobody's over there. He threw it away.
Yeah, I didn't see them hit anyone.
He saw those yellow pants over there, but that's his bench.
Yeah, they're going towards Bo.
Lost it down, and
Well, the worst possible thing that could have happened to Bo.
now they're in trouble.
Now, I don't know.
There's a lot
did
of
they
time
lose
left.
the down? They lose the down on an.
You're supposed to lose it down. Lost it
Yeah.
down. What are they? 4th down.
Fourth
at the 6-yard line?
and about 40 yards here. It's a ton.
Oh, now they got the punters back there now.
I don't think they're going to do the short, quick kick.
No,
this
he's
time.
back. Number 22 is deep.
How'd you like to defend this?
Nice snap. Nice kick. Not terrible. and
This
takes
is
a
gonna
bow
be the-
bounce
yeah.
right in front of their bench. It's somewhere around the 35, 38, 35-yard line for Plymouth. And there's 2 minutes still, a little over 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 17 seconds, I think, which is plenty of time.
Paul, that was the worst possible outcome for Bo. They took very little time off the clock, and they basically went backwards. And they'd given Plymouth the ball inside Bo territory around the 35-yard line. Worst possible thing that could have happened for their offense.
Yeah, this is not their best half of the year. We know
No,
that.
no.
And they got to make some adjustments second half, or this is going to be a big blowout. Quick handoff. Nolan Farina is going to get a couple yards. Ben Olmsted coming over. They're not in too big of a hurry. 2 minutes. 2 minutes right now. No 2-minute warning like in the pros. Ben Olmsted, they're not in any great hurry. They know what they're doing. Tracy Cristiano's coming out. Doston's going to go wide. That's always scary. Ben Olmsted over center. He's going to step back and go. Little pitch out to Nolan. He got cleaned up there. He never had the ball. And they're
there's
going to
a
throw a flag on that?
Flag on that.
I don't know. Could be
Oh, I think we got another one, too.
unsportsmanlike. The initial flag,
Was, I think, the hit?
told, could have been the hit, the helmet to helmet. Nolan didn't have his eye on the ball. He's looking at the guy coming at him, and he cleaned him out pretty good. And then there must have been some chirping on that side. Another, that could be 2 15-yard penalties.
Yeah, 30 yards, take it down inside the
Oh, my
20-yard line.
goodness. That's not going to work.
They certainly don't need to give Plymouth's offense any help.
Well, you can't be, I mean, you could be frustrated. You got to keep your cool.
Yeah.
It's a senior club that was the championship game last year. You can't be giving yards away.
Well, I'm sure they're looking at the scoreboard at 28-6 and where they are in the field going, what's happened?
Right.
And I'm sure Bo expected this will be certainly a challenging game, but a game they could win. And I think right now they're a little bit shell-shocked.
Look at
by
this march.
Yeah, it's going deep.
Holy mackerel, inside the 20. They didn't move the chains yet.
15-yard penalty on both.
Got to pick the flags up too, buddy.
Well, I mean, technically, they've only marked off one penalty? Do they mark off another one? That's what they're doing. Because they had the roughing call there.
Then they go half the distance to the
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
That's a
what was gonna go.
disaster
Oh,
for Bo, but you got to keep your cool.
Yeah.
You're, championship caliber team. You got to keep your cool.
Well,
And
I mean, the
that's-
last
no coach wants that.
last offensive series was a disaster, and this is as big a disaster for them.
First and goal, Bobcats from the 7.
7-yard line, first and goal. Minute 30 to go. Plenty of time, obviously, before the half. Quick handoff. Somebody's fighting hard for yards there, and he's going to walk
He's
it all
gonna
the
go
way
in.
in. Of course, it's Garrett. Garrett Maycomber. Oh, my goodness. There's that 4 guys. They look like they're all patting him on the back as he goes in. Stand up.
Paul, I'm going to need a computer to keep track of the score now.
That's terrific.
It's go. What is it? 34-6. Yeah,
Hey.
34-6.
We get that 35-point lead, then they run the clock. We'll get out of here early. I love that.
Paul's got big plans tonight, as you can tell.
I'm busy.
He's busy.
No, I love that. I love that call. Danny with the kick. Snap is okay. Danny's up, and that's good. Yeah, Bo's got to be very frustrated. They're a better team than this, and you can't come out here and be disrespectful or unsportsmanlike. Whatever that call was, it was obviously to the referee. He's the one who threw it.
And I don't know if that came from the sideline or from a player.
It looked like he was right in the middle of the field.
Yeah, okay.
The kid was saying something like,
Huh.
that was probably telling him the other guy made a terrible call or something. So they're not happy. They're gonna be upset tonight.
I mean, again, they came off that great game against Plymouth. They lost, but they certainly played a great game. It was a tremendous game.
That was anybody's game.
I know. It could have gone either way. I mean, it really was anybody's game. And
couple of plays, and that was all it took.
And this was kind of like a rematch in a way.
Well, they were hoping.
New season, and
yeah, they were hoping to show up and let people know that they're still a championship club. And
I don't think anyone.
My goodness! So what's the score? 36?
35-6.
35-6.
And even Paul, you didn't expect 35-6 at halftime, I don't think.
Not at halftime, no. That could have been a good final score.
Yeah.
It's that offense. I get more. I'm more impressed every week.
Oh, I know.
And this is a quality defensive team. Hasn't been scored upon.
Yeah.
Good kick, Danny, down to the 10-yard line. He's coming up, going to go to the sideline. He's got a little opening. Tackled up near his own 30, so good return for Bo.
Gee, I'm wondering, Paul, I check the New Hampshire Power Poll every Monday or Tuesday, whenever it comes out. I'm sure with Plymouth's Performance Day, they'll go down 3 or 4 slots versus going up.
Well, somebody's got to help out the leader.
I guess so, because I was stunned last week after them winning and other teams had them losing that they didn't get any ground. And it's obvious from their performance today, they are certainly, I think, among the elite teams in the state, whether it's Division 1, 2, or 3.
Well, they're playing well. They're going to get better every week, and the coaches could care less about those polls. What they're really playing for is a home playoff game.
Yep.
It's really what they want. Nice call up the middle. Good gain. It looks like they're going to let the clock run. It's a minute and 10 seconds maybe. You don't want to give the ball back to Plymouth. You can't do that this half. So hopefully they'll move the chains once and they'll let the clock glow and try to collect themselves for the second half. Back to their running game. This is how they started the game out. And they had some good gains. They do have a good front line, and I know those guys are all back. They were formidable last year. Very experienced front line. They're big. They don't have their size down here, but there are a lot of big boys down there.
Well, if you go back to the first quarter, there was a point where we were 8-6. They had scored and put together a good drive, and it looked like it was going to be a game that was going to be like that.
Yeah.
A one-touchdown game either way, with some points. So I don't think we imagined then that we'd be at this point at halftime. Both teams with their respective coaches as there's a timeout in the field. I think I'm reading something like 40-something seconds left here in the first half, if I'm looking at the clock right.
46, 45-ish.
As I said, good-sized crowd here today on just a beautiful day for a football game. Number of people down below us in the bleachers and on the hill as well.
Not a big crowd. A decent crowd from Bo if that's their fans on their side on those bleachers. It's always good. Well, it's third down. This is big. I don't know if you want to give the ball up again. Over center, but he got 2 split wide. Third down and 4. He's going to hand off up the middle. He's fighting for that yardage. He does get a break. He gets away from it. He's still going down that sideline. Finally gets knocked out of bounds. Tony Velez knocked him out. Bo gets a little juiced about it. Clock is running. Big gain for that offensive running back.
Well, I think we'll see them try to get a score here if they have enough time.
Well, nothing to lose. Put the ball up, see what happens.
Certainly, if they score,
a penalty on the play as well. Does you see a flag? It looks like he's going to march something off.
I don't
he
see
is.
anything.
He's marching off a 15-yarder.
And this could change the momentum a little bit if they get in and score here.
Wow, that puts Bo in a pretty good position at their own at the Plymouth 24-yard line, 23-yard line. So certainly capable of going to the end zone from here. Nothing to lose on that. The quarterback, he's got a good arm. Receivers were holding on earlier in the game, nothing lately. Got him spread wide on both sides. Shotgun formation. Matt's back. Harkins. Here comes the defense. Throws it down there. 44 had it, then just rocked the baby. The baby fell out of the cradle. No gain. Good play, but 2 defenders were right there. Kobe Moore being one of them.
Second down.
I think Wes Lambert's over there as well. Owen Brickley's back. Second down. 30 seconds. It's tough to see that thing.
Yeah. I get the guy split out again.
Shotgun position. Matt Harkins calls it. He's back. They'll let this go right away. Nice catch. Nice defense. Gets right after him. Couple yard gain. That's it. So defense keyed on that coming. I think he came out of the backfield. He threw a nice ball. Got it there quickly.
And this is huge because if they were able to punch something in here and get a 2-point conversion, it makes it a 3-touchdown game, 35-14. But it does kind of change the dynamic a little bit by the halftime.
Well,
it kind of gives them
says
some
we can
hope.
score on
Yeah,
these
we can
guys.
score on these
Let's
guys.
not give up.
Yeah, I mean they obviously have to give up the ball at the start of the second half to Plymouth, but it certainly didn't look like at a point a minute or two ago they had any shot at scoring. But now they're down at the 20, 18 yard, actually the 18.
Third down, of course, will go 2 downs to get it in there. So somebody called timeout, I guess, and it's good water break. These kids could be cramping up if they don't stay hydrated. Say Crane is exercising his back a little down there. He's fine. We got him out wide again on both sides. You got a Matt is in a shotgun position. And here he goes. He's going to be looking. He's going to go. And he's not going to get away from Jacob Lamb, and the ball comes out. I think Bo recovered. Jacob Lamb just got in there. Clock is running. 6. They're setting up right away again. He's going to try and go long to the end zone. And he gets hit when he throws it. That looked like an Edelman for a minute there. Nobody around him, but he was juggling with it.
But they held. They didn't score. So
That was
that's
Wes
big
Lambert.
for Plymouth.
Defense covered him, but Jacob Lamb just stormed through that defensive line, wrapped up Matt Harkins. He couldn't do a thing with it. Ball came loose. They're lucky that they recovered, Bo, and had one more shot at it at least. But again, the defense is on him. You can't give him time. He's an experienced quarterback. What a half by the Plymouth Bobcats. Homecoming game, 35-6. It's hard to see that scoreboard.
Yeah, the sun's right on it. But great first half of the Bobcat offense. Defense played well too, but the offense just so explosive all over the field. And I think just Bo again at the first period, the first drive that they got it in, it looked like this was going to be a back and forth, 28-24,
I think everybody
30-26 kind of game, and
everybody expected.
Yeah.
The guys who predict the games, and they were think it's going to be a close one, a back and forth, and not this many points. But I didn't think Bo had an answer for the Plymouth offense. They haven't played any strong teams, but it's just too many options. And good first half by Plymouth, obviously, and Bo's going to go down in the back down there, and they're going to try to collect themselves and come back out and have a respectable second half and try to learn something from it. I do have to say, I think the Plymouth coaching staff has an edge. They do their homework. I really think they come up with what they need to come up defensively and offensively. And I think coaching staffs make a big difference. And I think they're always going to have an edge, the Plymouth staff. And I think that was the difference in the championship game.
Yes. I thought that last drive that they put together was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And we're looking at the clock on that one.
Yeah, right down to the end.
And the drive before the half,
same thing.
There was a Tom Brady 1-yard sneak. Everybody in the building knew it.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was a McGowan down the sideline, 56 yards. So I think the coaching staff has a real edge. They do their homework. They've been working together for years. And I think they put these other guys on their heels and they try to come up with stuff, but they don't have it. So it's going to be a short first half for Bo and a long second half if they don't start to figure out how to contain this offense and certainly get their own points on the board.
Well, Bo has to come out in the second half and give the ball to Plymouth to start as well. So that's, they don't even get a chance to put a drive together.
Might get to see Jordan run one back again.
Yes.
That'd be a lot of fun. So we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back. Penny Baker TV with Tim Tyler. Paul Ferentz having a wonderful afternoon here at Plymouth Regional High School football. Thank you.
We're back here at the Zulius Field here at Plymouth Regional High School on just a beautiful September afternoon. Good sized crowd here for today's game between Bo and Plymouth. Two teams that came in unbeaten, both 3-0. High expectations for a really exciting and close game, which you did have for the first part of the first quarter. When both teams scored opening touchdowns and Plymouth held a slim 8-6 lead. But then lightning struck with the talents of, I guess we can say, Mr. Farina being one, and also we had a big touchdown return by Dosen, and all of a sudden Plymouth had opened up a pretty good sized lead. And at this point they're up 35-6 at halftime, and I don't think Bo knew what hit him. Had trouble kind of bouncing back. So both teams are going out in the field here for the second half kickoff. We're Penny Baker TV, and back to do the play-by-play is the voice of Plymouth Regional High School football, Paul the Football Ferentz.
We didn't want, Bo did not want to kick off this second half, but you know what? I think they should just come out and make believe there's 0-0 right now and just play their best game. See if they can match up, play their best game this second half, and not get too excited. Big kickoff. It squibbed it. Something you were thinking about earlier, Tim. Why kick it deep if they're going to run it back on you? So they squibbed it. They must have heard you on that one.
It's just several minutes or an hour too late, I guess.
Plymouth did recover. That's the bad news when you squib it and the other team recovers. They're up at their own 48-yard line. So that's excellent field position for the offense of Plymouth right now.
But, Paul, the last time that they had kicked off, Plymouth took it all the way, so this is an improvement.
Right, they did. Start of the second half, 35-6, a quick handoff to Maycomber. He takes about 4 or 5 guys with him for 6, 7, 8 yards. Boy, it's going to be a long afternoon if you have to tackle him. And I'm pretty sure Plymouth is going to grind it out. We'll kill the clock. They put a score on the board. They're up by 35, and then they don't stop the clock after that anyway.
Yeah.
And I think Bo will be happy with that. Let it go. So Plymouth is going to try to sustain a drive here, kill some time, and put another 6 on the board. Oh, he's going to pass. He's going long, deep down the sideline. Dosen comes back. He's alone in the middle of the field. He's running through 2 guys. And he gets it over to the end zone. I can't believe it. Second offensive play of the second half. And Dosen goes, beats his man, comes back for the ball. 2 defenders down there. He shakes one of them. They're holding on to him. He drags him into the end zone. He can make a difference on this team.
41-6.
What are we doing now, Tim? Hey, the clock's going to run. That's perfect. Wind it up, boys. This is going to be over quickly. What an explosive offensive team you have here. You can get it from either side. Running, passing. Danny with another beautiful kick for the extra point. And Plymouth is on the board in a matter of 40 seconds.
You know, Paul, over the years that I've certainly followed Plymouth Regional High School football, I can never remember an offense as explosive as this. They've certainly had great teams, no question. Great defensive teams, great running teams, but this offense they're so diversified in so many areas.
They have the weapons, and
yeah.
good for Coach Sanborn to say, look, let's put them away.
Yeah.
And you're going to throw the ball 30, 40 yards. Let's put them away. You got a weapon out there, and let's end it. And right away, he's not going to. And what's the good news is, the little kids are going to. I want to call them the little kids. Second team will get in. We have freshmen, sophomores out there, and they're going to get a good experience against a championship team. Bo has pride. They're going to want to play tough. They're not going to roll over and play dead, but they are just shell-shocked right now.
It's 42-6. So the 30 is there a? You mentioned the rule on the clock. Will that be implemented at this point?
Right now.
Okay, at 35 points.
We don't stop the clock now, which is a beautiful thing. Danny with a kick, much better than the last couple. This is down to the 5-yard line. Bo's going to take it up the middle here, fake the handoff, and he's getting stacked up around there, around the 25-yard line, and the whistle blows it dead. We'll see if we have an offensive set. I mean, a defensive set with our starters. I see Brickley out there. Yeah. So, you know what? Starters don't like to sit. They like to play. So he'll maybe do a little series with them. I think he's going to sprinkle in some of the second team. I see number 44 out there, Hunter Lassard. He's going to get some playing time today. Terrific young man on special teams. And we'll see what Bo wants to do. He's over center. Quick handoff to number 44. He's going to go for a couple yards. Bo's not going to give up. They know what the season is, and they're going to be fighting hard to make sure they get in a playoff run. But they're going to be just wondering what hit them when they got back on that bus this afternoon. They did not expect this. I don't know how many people in the state did.
I don't think anyone expected this.
No, this is a lot of 42-6. The championship team last year with everybody back. Quick handoff again to number 44. 20 McGowan's right there for him. He's going to get run out of bounds on that far side, I think, by Dosen. Good speed on the Plymouth team, especially the defensive backs. Tracy Cristiano's coming in. And Captain Dylan Hickson, yeoman's work, defense and offense. He's a rock in there. He's going to catch a quick break. We got third down and about 4. It's bunched up. Maybe not going to pass. We'll see. Quick handoff to number 44. He's going to get a break. He gets out to the outside, and he gets the first down. They're going to move the chains. Good for Bo.
And that clock is running.
Oh yeah, you're against the clock right now, and this is a 12-minute quarter. We'll be out of here before 4 o'clock. Yeah, he's going to start sprinkling in. You see the coaches talking to the sideline down there. It's a big number 77. He's going to get a little playing time. That's Seth Murray. You got number 32 down there, JT Scammon. And that's the beauty of it. These kids get good
experience.
Good opportunity to play. Another quick handoff, number 41. He's coming around the side. Picks up a couple of yards. Fans are still hanging around. Hot day, but doesn't look like anybody's cramping up. They're staying hydrated. Connor McGowan's off. Owen Brickley's in there. Tony Velez. Lassard is on the deep side, I think. Far side. So second down, about 8. Quick handoff to number 44 again. Behind that big offensive line. He fights hard, doesn't want to go down, but very short, couple yard gain maybe. Seven and a half minutes, so this clock is going to be a real challenge for Boda. Just be patient, see if they can work their offense. Third down and long. We're not in a passing formation. Man in motion is going to be a quick pitch all the way back, a big sweep to the side. He's coming around looking for an opening. He's met hard for a short gain.
So it looks like he didn't get the first down, Paul, so they'll have a 4th down here.
4th at midfield will be first down territory. I don't know. Maybe that quick kick is what they're going to do again. Getting a signal from the coach on the sideline. They didn't move the chain yet for the yard.
Oh,
Now they move it up. Now we're 4th down. 4th and 6. You got to flip that marker. There he goes. So this should be a quick kick. I mean, I don't know what tricks they got up their sleeve when you're down 42-6. I wouldn't show anything fancy here. Quick kick and hunker down and see if you could hold this offensive Plymouth team.
Plymouth isn't really putting anyone back. Doesn't look like they're going to anyway.
No, quick handoff, and he's going to get the first down.
Yeah.
Number 44 running hard. Earned it. Came up for a big 6-7 yard gain. They're going to move the chains now. They're inside Plymouth territory at the Plymouth 48. A lot of pride on this Bow team.
Looks like the clock is down to 5 something at this point. If I'm reading it.
Yeah, 5 is just under 6. It's just going to keep going. It's really terrific. I like that rule. Quick handoff, number 22. Haven't called his number before. He barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's Mark Borjak, but he's a senior. So still, second down, I think they're just going to keep going. 4 down territory. What are they going to do otherwise? And just keep getting these, if they can get the first downs, I mean.
And it's going to run the clock down, which I'm sure at this point Bo would like to head home.
Wasn't his best pass of the day. He had Ben Kimball out there. Good receiver. It caught some of those slants earlier. This one didn't work. Plymouth defense is standing tall. Ryan Finkel's out there on end. He's not usually one of the starters, so he's starting to sprinkle in some of these other players. 3rd down and 9. Quick handoff up the middle. Good opening right there and a good burst of speed. Picked up 6 or 7, so that was number 44, Jack Corvo, linebacker, running back, senior. Another tough one here, 4th and 5, a long 5 it looks like, Tim.
I'm sure they're going to stay on the ground.
They do have a very experienced offensive line. He's back to pass.
Oh, so much for that call.
Well, I had that wrong to begin with, because that's the number 9. The quarterback is not. This is Corey Gott. This is a sophomore, so they're taking Matt Harkins, their senior leader. Quarterback number 7 is out of the game. He's got a sophomore in there now, gained some experience as a backup. Good for that coach. Give this kid some playing time. He's moving the offense.
Yeah. Down to 3 minutes and a few seconds left here in the period.
Good handoff, and there goes 44. Gets tackled on the sideline. Tony Velez got down there. JT Scammon back there on defense, so I have that number right. Terrific burst of speed right there. Jake Duquette coming in now. Miggs is coming out. Patrick Mignanelli.
1st and 10 from the 12.
Austin Tallman's in. Jacob Lamb. So the second team is in there essentially. Quick handoff. He's looking to go up the middle. Not too quick, but we're holding on to him right there. Good gain. That developed slowly, that play. So a lot of the second team defense is in there right now. But this sophomore quarterback looks pretty good.
Yep, they've moved the ball down the field. Mostly on the ground. I think there was one pass.
Corey Gott, so good for him. He's going to get some experience. They're knocking on the door. They love to put a score up there. At least get to double digits today. 44 in the backfield. Quick handoff right there to number 32. That looks like he could be in. Yeah, they call it. That's a touchdown. That's only the second time I heard that air horn today.
Yeah, it was for each touchdown.
Sounds like the Mount Washington. Winnipesaukee. I love it, but I'm more familiar with the Patriots using it.
Yeah.
Good for Bo. It's a good offensive series, especially with a sophomore quarterback taking them down there.
So they'll probably go for the 2-point conversion here.
Why not? They got 12 on the board.
42-12, and we're down to 2-something, I think, on that clock for this period.
Just goes by, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So they're going to kick.
Oh, they're going to kick it.
They're going to kick. Number 9 is Holden, their quarterback. Nice kick.
42-13.
And that's a good kick and an extra point tacked on. 42-13. And the second team is in there, going to get some good experience. And I don't know who he's going to bring out for an offense. Clock's running.
The clock will continue to run.
Clock's going to continue. Yeah, right. Regardless. I did previously think if you get back within 35.
Yeah.
But no, you're up. You're down 35. That's it. The clock's going to run.
Now, is that just a MIA rule, or is?
Yeah, NHIA rule.
NHIA,
yes. I don't know if it's all divisions, but
okay.
I mean, 35 points.
So I didn't know if coaches had to agree upon that, or that automatically happened.
No, it's a rule.
That's okay.
So I don't know who's out there. I don't see anybody deep for Plymouth. Yeah, we got the second team out there, Tim. So Dawson's not going to run this one back.
Well, maybe someone else will.
Yeah, I can't even see who's down there.
Yeah.
Looks like number 34, maybe. Cal Swanson.
They're coming
up. Maybe they're thinking about another squib. Another squib. Looking to get possession. I don't know if it went 10 yards or they're pointing in Plymouth direction. So again, Plymouth takes over the 50-yard line. This is where you put Dawson back in.
Yeah.
Throwing down to the corner, I guess. I don't know. I think he's going to stay with the second team out there, and that first team earned it. And you put 35 points up on the board in the first half against a team that hasn't been scored upon.
Yeah, that's enough.
Those guys deserve a break. Let them rest. They've proven themselves. Yeah, this is the second team out there. Is that number 15 under center?
Number 10.
No.
Number 10, that's
Zach McGlone.
McGlone, yep.
Yeah, that's second team. Good for Coach Sanborn. That's how to do it.
Now we're down under a minute.
Under a minute.
Yeah.
And the clock is running. Here we go. Zach McGlone in there. These guys have already had quite a bit of experience in the second half of all the games so far.
I think they get some playing time in the Laconia game.
Oh, it's a fumble. They put it on the ground. Looked like Joey Cleary might have coughed it up. I don't know.
Looks like got back on it. Yeah.
Did we maintain it?
Yeah, I believe so. We're going to be ending the quarter here in a few seconds.
That was a lucky break.
Yep. I don't know if they'll get this play off.
Jackson Palumbo's out there. Very aggressive. Very good on defense and offense. And we're having a little trouble getting the play in from the sideline.
But we're going to end the
Maybe
quarter.
Maybe going to end the quarter.
Yep.
Nobody has to call a time. See how quick that went?
Yeah, that was fast.
And so 12 minutes left in this game, and that's just going to run. It'll be fun to see these kids, this second unit, move the chains maybe a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think third down and 5 that Zach McGlone is going to attempt to pass. I'd be surprised. But you got to hold on to the ball. whoever he hands it off to.
50-50 ticket at this time.
So I'm pretty sure Bo's going to start sprinkling in. They already got the sophomore quarterback in there. They're gonna, You got to give 44 and 41 those guys a little break too. They played hard today, and they don't need to get beat up.
5, 7, 4, 3, 4, 8, 5. Pick up your winnings at the top of the hill of the Valley Run Property Service.
So we're going to start this fourth quarter. 42-13. Plymouth Bobcats have their second unit out there. Third down, about 4 or 5. Zach McGlone over center. He's going to have a quick handoff there. I don't know if he's held on to that either.
That looked like that.
That looked like a.
Couldn't tell.
Never had the ball in the belly there. Can't tell if that was a fumble or. Yeah. Apparently it was a fumble. So 2 fumbles. That's what these guys got to work on, obviously. So Bo takes over. They're on their own 44. Corey Gott, sophomore quarterback. Looks like a big athletic kid. He might be able to throw the ball. Looks like that front line is still in there. 41 is still in there too. He's over center. They're set. A quick handoff up the middle. He's going to pick up a couple yards. And the clock is going to run. Second down, picked up 5 there.
Second down and 6.
So they pretty much, Bo has a starting unit out there. I hope number 7 isn't injured. Their senior quarterback. But this Corey looks pretty good anyway. He might as well get some playing time. Another handoff right there up the middle. And he breaks it to the outside. I didn't even see that happen. He's going down there. Tony Velez has him, tries to work him out of bounds. Hung on, but didn't bring him down. Good run. That was Matt Nichols. He's a junior. Broke that to the outside. Bo's feeling good about that. They just put number 71 in. This young man is gigantic. Just a sophomore. Now he's going out. They do have a couple big guys out there.
Yeah.
This is a returning line from last year that and Coach Sanborn was wondering if they're going to pound the ball and run it with this offensive line. Very experienced. So first down on their own 25. He's going to go outside wide. Cuts it back up the middle. Number 22 gets knocked down, but he has good gain. Mark Borak, Jr. That's a senior. So Bo's still interested in getting a few points up on the board anyway. It all counts in the standings and how they calculate the strength of the teams you're playing and such. Second down, about 3. Quick handoff right there. Looks like number 32 again. He's going to get close to that first down. Oh, easily. Yeah.
He's down around the 10-yard line.
So Bo's moving the ball. Having some success that first series. Took it in for a touchdown. They got it back off a fumble. And they're maintaining their own possession, moving those chains and just outside the 10-yard line. They're going to try and get it, punch another one in there. It's going to go wide. No, he cuts it up the middle. Holds on to it. Gets clipped right away. Good defensive surge. That little Joey D'Ambruso, he's tough. He's just freshman. He was right in there and slowed him up pretty good. Jackson Palumbo. You know all these guys are going to be out there next year, replacing those seniors who leave. So it's good playing time, especially against the first unit that Bo has to offer. Second down, he's going to back up. It looks like Corey's going to throw the ball. He's looking, but he's being run down. tries to throw one in there. 72 is hot on the trail. That's Stephen Davis. And he didn't have time to set himself up and put one on just threw it in the end zone. So the defensive surge was there. Can't tell what kind of arm this kid has. Coach has faith in him. Probably going to try another one. Third, just at the 9-yard line. There it is to Taylor Gammy. He's going to go outside wide, looking to get inside, and Brusso's there. He's not going to let him. He pushes him, and he gets Hunter Lassard to back him up. The two of them push him out of bounds. Clock keeps going, though.
Looks like it's going to be a 4th down, Paul, here. Maybe
Short
around
gain.
the...
Short gain.
There's a flag on the play, though.
Okay. It's on the 6-yard line. Otherwise, they're going to take it in. It looks like half the distance, maybe?
I don't know. I know what the call is.
Well, they're looking to go march it towards Plymouth. Yep, they're going to march it off half the distance. So they're at the 3-yard line.
I think they got a 1st down out of that, too.
1st and goal from the 3. Defense got to stiffen up here. Bo's over the back. Quick handoff there. The second man going through, and he's going to walk it in. That's a touchdown for Bo. Another good offensive series for them.
And back with the foghorn, or whatever horn it is. That's going to make it 42 to 19. Trying to read the time left.
6:20.
6:20.
We're going to try kicking again. Successful attempt on the last one. Bo's hoping to tack another point up there. Down. Nice kick. Good foot.
42 to 20.
Had a little surge. 42 to 20. My prediction's holding up. Win by 20. Well, this team's getting a workout. I'm glad for this second unit out there now. They're going to find out what they're made of, and they're holding their own. You can't turn the ball over. Bo's had a lot of their starters in the game still. Plymouth is going to get the ball back. Let's see who's going deep. I see number 32, JT Scammon. Number 30 and 34, Jeffrey Gomer, and Cal Swanson. So, sophomores. Good opportunity for them. We're probably going to see another squib kick. They should have started off with that. That was a big mistake.
Yeah, they should have never kicked the ball deep.
Isn't that funny?
I don't think if we play them again, they will kick the ball deep.
They just set up on the wrong side. Now they got to get it right. So the clock is running. We got 6 and change. These guys are going to squib one again, no doubt. 3 deep. 3 deep, and they're not coming up. So maybe they're going to try and get one down there and pin Plymouth back and take advantage of that position. Now JT's coming up, or that's Scammons.
That's another shot kick.
And right to a knee. Smart move. Held on to that and got right to a knee. That was number 11 fielded it. Probably a freshman, because I don't have number 11 on my program. See if I could figure out who it is. He takes the helmet off. Don't know who that is. Got to get Coach Sanborn to give me that roster with all the numbers. Plymouth has it. Murray's over the ball. Big kid, big center. Zach McGlone, quick handoff. Hopefully he held on. Look at that, ball is loose again.
But the whistle had blown.
Oh my goodness. Short gain, looks like about a yard gain. 5.5 minutes.
Second down and 8.
That is just moving. The second team, I like seeing him move the chains just once, come up with a big play, first down of some sort. The quick hand. Oh, it's number 11 going wide. He's not even on here. I bet you that's Cody Bannon.
You got a first down on that.
Bet you that's freshman Cody Bannon.
Yeah,
it is.
That's who it is.
Good for him. I got to pencil him in. That kid is a hard-running freshman. He's doing a great job with the JT. Oh, he's on here. They got him down as number 1. He's wearing number 11. My producer just pointed that out. Wonderful. Cody Bannon is on the roster, but with a number 1 on the roster, he's wearing number 11.
And it's down to 4 minutes and change.
Zach McGlone still over center. Quick handoff. Pushes a pile a little bit for a couple yards.
Joe Cleary on the carry.
That was Joe Cleary, number 40. Sophomore.
Second and 8.
Ian Trider's in now, number 42. Another freshman. Him and Cody are doing a great job on the JV squad. Zach McGlone's going to give it to one of those two. We're down under 4 minutes, Tim. There it is. It's going out wide, nowhere to go. That's Jeffrey Gomer. Lost yardage on that. Line didn't hold up their end. Two guys swarmed him. But they did get a first down with that Cody Bannon run.
Mm-hmm. It's up to third down now.
Third down.
3.5 minutes. I'll tell you one thing, Cody Bannon can throw the ball. I've seen him. He's got a great arm. Tony Velez out wide. Cody has it. He drops it, picks it up off the ground. He's going to go himself. He's not going to go anywhere. Busted play. Had the right idea. Recovered his own fumble. He's fast runner. Pretty fast. It was a nice play. Didn't develop. Works a lot better on the JV team.
Yeah.
Not against the Bo defense.
So I got a fourth down here. Looks like they're not going to punt it.
2 minutes and 43 seconds. Better back him up. He's offsides.
Gonna throw.
Yeah. Oh, Zach McGlone. High to the sideline and out. No flag on the play.
Yeah, looks like we're down under 3 minutes.
2:26, 2:25, I think. Bo's going to take over. Declined. We had a penalty against us on that play. Bo declines it and takes over possession. They're at the Plymouth 47. I'd probably like to punch one in 2 minutes and 20-something seconds. So defense gets another opportunity. Arnold Lessard is out there. Joe Collette's out there. Joey Cleary. Oh, they have one too many guys. They're counting them up now.
And the clock continues to run here as we're getting down towards 2 minutes.
Close to 2 minutes. Handoff up the middle. Good burst of speed. Going to pick up a good 4 or 5 yards. Joe D'Ambruso in on the tackle. He's tough. He's hard-nosed. Little good student, too. Terrific student athlete. He's going to have a nice career here. Jacob Duquette in there. This is next year's team. Replacing a lot of seniors. They're getting a lot of good experience so far this year. Plus, to get the JV game, they'll be playing Monday. Down to 1:42 and counting. Here comes Bo. Second down.
Second down, 6.
Long 6. Corey's back to pass. A little fake. Now a long ball. What a nice pass. Beautiful catch. He goes in for a touchdown. JT Scammon defending. Well, that's Joe Collette defending, number 33. He was with him stride for stride, but that ball was on the money. Kid's got a nice arm. 40-something yard TD pass.
42-26.
It's not going to look that close.
No,
anybody who saw this game. The game film they're going to review tomorrow is not going to be pretty. And they're going to go for another tack-on extra point with a kick here. Plymouth jumped off sides, it looks like. So they'll go half the distance probably. Oh, illegal motion on Bo, I think was the call. So they're going to move him back 5 yards. Kid's got the leg for it, though.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like we're down to a minute and something, looking at the clock.
Which is very hard to see with that sun glaring on it.
Yeah, it's terribly hard to see.
Bo sets up again for the extra point. Good snap, ball's down, kick is up. Squiggler. And it was off to the left. He squibbed it. No good. That penalty did not pay off.
So we're at 42-27.
26.
Excuse me, correct.
Did not get that point.
42-26.
With a minute 11, Plymouth will get the ball back if they can cover the squib.
Well, Bo's not going quickly here.
Well, the bus is somewhere.
Yeah.
Hopefully they got one of those coaches they like with the air conditioning.
Yeah.
This has been a long afternoon, and they got a lot to work on when they get back, and they'll work on it. Their goal now would be to not lose another game, obviously, and make the playoffs, and hopefully get another shot at Plymouth. So 34 is deep back there. That's Cal Swanson.
Back deep for the Bobcats, Joe Cleary, Cal Swanson.
Joe Cleary's back there. Let's see if they're going to squib again. Bo's got those Michigan helmets. Coach Brown is coaching Michigan. His forte is defense, but didn't work out today. There's a little short one. You better just cover it, boys. And they do.
Good job.
Plymouth takes over at their own 31-yard line. And they're going to let this clock run. It's down just about a minute right now, so they may get a play, one play off, maybe two. I like the rule.
Yeah, I mean, the game was over at halftime,
or
certainly right at the beginning of the second half.
There can't be too many extenuating circumstances that would warrant another half like that. There's Seth Murray coming out. He's a big boy. Joey D'Ambruso is going to be over center. Plymouth has the ball. We got a man deep back there. I don't know what we're doing. 24 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to set
just going to kill it. So this game is over.
Yeah. So Paul, big win for the Bobcats.
Big win. Big win.
42-26. They were control from the second period on. Jumping off to that quick 8-0 lead, and then after the Bo touchdown at 8-6, they took control.
All hell broke loose.
And by halftime, it was 35-6.
No answer. And that Bo defense had no answer. I didn't think they would. No injuries. We're in good shape there.
Mm-hmm.
And second team had a good experience the second half, so they got some game time under their belts.
And they certainly gave future Plymouth opponents a lot to try to figure out.
Right. They're going to be studying whatever film they can on the first, but you're only going to see the first half.
Yeah.
We put up 35 points. And formidable. I wouldn't know what to do. You got to key on Garrett Maycomber. He's their go-to. But after that, he can just dive up the middle with a fake, and then you have all kinds of things happening. Nolan Farina could break it loose. Connor McGowan break it loose. Brickley has some great runs. And then if you're going to throw the ball,
Yeah, Dawson.
Dawson's
And I mean,
right there.
others, yeah.
Then you can't kick it to them either on special teams.
No.
Hopefully these guys are showing some good sportsmanship down there. And again, Bo would love to see these guys again. I know that. They thought they had a shot today to avenge that championship loss. But Plymouth showed up. They showed up, and they're all pistons are in action here, hitting it on all cylinders. I think we're going to go down the field, and there's going to be an interview. Justin's going to interview both coaches, and we're going to get a chance to talk to Coach Sanborn. So a wonderful afternoon with Tim Tyler, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week. Tim, thanks again.
Paul, thank you.
And it's Bobcat Football saying goodbye. See you next week.
I'm here with Coach Sanborn after a big victory here at home against Bo. And Coach Sanborn, we'll start right off here. I mean, not really what anybody was expecting, especially in the first half. What went right for you guys?
Well, I think we got a couple breaks, but we played fast. You know, we 2 plays in the game. We had a touchdown. They came down and scored, and we took the kickoff back for a touchdown. You know, and so we put some points on it. We played fast, played aggressive. We executed up front pretty well. I thought the boys up front did a great job. We've been working on it. You know, the boys, they just really worked hard. You know, and someone asked, "We looking forward to Bo?" I said, "Looking forward to Bo." We had Kennett and Laconia the last 2 weeks, 2 of our biggest rivals, you know what I mean? And we certainly weren't looking to Bo until last Monday. And the kids did a great job getting ready. You know, we talked about execution, and, Bo came on a different defense, and the kids had to execute. And, the biggest thing is talking about those young linemen that, they don't have the experience, I thought they did a great job. We're anchored by Dylan Hickson in there. He's our senior captain. You got Thias Sylvia, who's a senior, Camden McDonald, Seth Sawyer, Stephen Shue, Patrick Malma went down early on in the game there after the touchdown return on the kickoff, on the PAT. Those guys working the tail off, getting better, and a couple mistakes they made. They came off the field before they got to. They said, "Coach, I know what I did wrong. Here's what I did wrong," and that's what we're working on. And they've been really working their tail off, getting better. And we got some speed. We're doing some things, and it comes down to execution. But it also comes down to kids wanting it. It's homecoming game, rematch or championship, and we put a challenge on them. Said, "Look, we're not yelling at you this week. We're not doing any of that. Here it is. Here's a game plan. You got to do it." And they did it. They had a great week of practice. Really got after it, and I was proud of them. They did a great job.
Coach, it seems like somebody different every week really stepping up. This week, Jordan Dawson, 3 touchdowns early on. He really didn't even play at all the second half. What were your expectations offensively coming into today against a team that hasn't given up a score coming into today? And how can you bring that forward to next week?
Well, that's a good team over there. First of all, I know we got up 35-6 at the half, and 2 plays in the second half. We got the running time, 42-6. I know they scored a few against a second group, a couple onside kicks. I was a little disappointed with that they did that. But if that's how they want to play the game, they go ahead. We don't do that. But we wanted to play fast, and offensively we wanted to use the speed. We didn't know how we could match up with them up front, kind of challenge the kids, and I thought we matched up with them pretty well up front. Thought the kids did a good job. They took it serious. We always say we may not be bigger, we want to be tougher, and sometimes that's mentally tougher. You want to get in the trenches, you got to sacrifice yourself, and the boys up front did a good job. Adjusted on the fly, and the running backs held on the ball, ran hard. Maycomer had a nice touchdown where he was tackled in the backfield and just went in for a touchdown. They played well.
Awesome, Coach. I think that's going to do it here. We'll get out of the sun. Big victory here for Plymouth Regional High School. They take down Bo in a rematch of the Division II championship game.